ex-wife is she's a witchcraft widow. That's what I call her.
She apostolic, man. That's what.
That's a witchcraft widow. Kenny, go when you're all done with this show. Go look at these recent videos she put up over the last 2 weeks. This woman is crazy,
cursing people and every kid wishing death on them.
Yeah, she apostolic for sure.
She hope your seeds drown in a lake of fire.
Kenny, you funny.
That is witchcraft. That is a witchcraft widow.
No, you're right.
Nothing Derek Jackson said in any of his videos had any substance. They were all debatable. He had montages with like violins and all this music to serenade your emotions. And y'all were actually listening to this clown? Y'all were actually listening to this clown? But then y'all were clowning somebody like Kevin Samuels, who was telling you the truth. And the reason why y'all don't like Kevin Samuels, let's just keep it a buck. Because he talked to women.
Rank yourself on a scale from 1 to 10. Fresh face out of the shower, your natural hair. You can't use 7. What would you give yourself?
I can't use 7. I give myself a solid 9.8. Okay.
LA?
Mm-hmm.
You must mean Los Alamos, not Los Angeles.
Los Alamos? Do you know where I am?
Yeah, not in reality. If you give yourself almost a 10 in LA.
Why?
Because of reality?
Why would you not give me a 10 or at least a 9?
Because you're not that cute. You're not that cute. I mean, you're probably a solid 5, 6.
Damn, you just dragged me.
It's not dragging you, man. Okay, if you're
what y'all got to say? Because those were my 3 explanations for all of them. I know y'all don't like Kevin Samuel, but he tells women what they
I'm
may
cool with
not
Kevin
want to
Samuel.
hear, but they need to know. Steve Harvey tells women what they want to hear, but maybe not what they actually need to know. And Derek Jackson is just he's just clout chasing. He ain't got no substance.
Derek Jackson is a baby Steve Harvey. And you gotta listen to why I said
with
that.
more muscles.
At the end of the day, women love, not all women, in my experience, women love fantasy. And when that harsh reality comes into play, it's hard to take the truth. I looked at that video, and here's the harsh reality is this. Most people, not women or men, most people do not live the life of a 10. They don't look, face card ain't a 10, natural, most 10s ain't real. So nothing is wrong with being a 7 until you put that into our harsh reality that a 7 is actually okay. A 7 is like a B. And the reality is most people are average. I'm telling you, a lot more than most are average. So when you hear somebody tell you that you're a 6, 7, then you should take that as a compliment. I'm not fake. Okay, let's break it down. Let's look at her weave. Trash. And let's talk. I'm gonna talk in transparency. You know how we are 2 weeks without a haircut? Trash. No. You saw, why would you get on camera and you got that little piece of leave out sticking up right there? And you want him to call you?
Hey, you tell me the truth.
But stop it. I'm telling you, just let's be honest. Like, and in reality, we all are flawed somewhere or another. That average is okay. And we hate just knowing that we're average. People don't like the truth.
Trey. Yeah. Trey and Kim, what's so hard about people being honest with people up front because so many people waste time and it's like you find out after the breakup. You could have just been honest with me from the beginning.
Right, because a lot of people
what's the difficulty in that?
That's when I like to tell people to take their time, especially when they first meet somebody, because in the beginning you putting on who
The
you're
representative.
trying to be the
All right,
person.
time out. Let me call a timeout, Trey. It's hard to take your time when you're horny. Let's keep it real tonight. No.
Hey,
No. Yeah, let's keep it real tonight because that is a traditional old school answer. Oh, take your time, baby. Don't rush. Everything that's for you is for you. That is so old school and traditional. Let me keep it real with you with this new school. It's hard to take your time when you're horny. It's hard when you're hard. Okay.
Hey, being in a relationship and being horny is two completely different things.
Well,
are you looking for a relationship? Or are you looking for some ass?
But people are looking for both. But the thing is, they want them to tie together. I want to be in a relationship with somebody I can slide down the pole with. I just don't want to be sliding down the pole because the pole is available.
You want to rush, and then you're gonna get into a situation you might not want to be in.
See, here's why I
say one time don't sit around and don't pull out.
Here's why I say you got Steve Harvey vibes. Because see, Steve Harvey would tell a woman that her coochie is the prize.
That's not what I.
Whoa.
I'm horny.
But I'm saying what other people would say. But another man would tell you.
Take your time, fellas.
No, but this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm hearing. And now you can tell me if I'm wrong or not. Steve Harvey will say, your coochie is the prize. Women, y'all should, because I heard you earlier say, why are you allowing this and this blah 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 blah? Because women got. I heard it in a song. You got the power of the PUSSY, right? But a real man will tell you, every woman got a PUSSY. Yes. So how much power you think you got, shorty?
Yeah. When I said that earlier, it's like what I told my friend the friend who is a female when she asked me that same question. So I was like, not just saying a generalization.
I need every woman tonight to realize that, because there are a lot of women that's walk around here that's single and that's ready to mingle, and it's not the old days. Pussy is not a prize anymore. It's still at the concession stand, but it ain't the prize.
No, I totally agree with that.
Okay.
It'll take your time.
and so when we're not being honest with people, it makes things harder. And I know a lot of people can't take honesty, and that's why they don't like when people come at them and they'll say things like, and you know this, Coach Kim, they'll say things like, oh, it's not what he said, it's how he said it.
It's how he said it, yeah.
Shut the hell up. What is that supposed to mean? Because when I got information as a man from a man who raised me, it didn't matter how he said it. If that man said, nigga, didn't I tell you to take out that garbage? It's like, Dad, I would have, but it's how you said it. Excuse me. It's not what you said, it's how you said it. Communication is a hard thing for men.
Yeah.
Women, some women, and Kim, you have to tell me, and Trey and Kenny, they want to be on the phone all day.
Oh my.
Yeah, women.
And then when a man be like, look, because if you got a man who got goals, who got dreams, aspirations, who's running a business, who got stuff to do, he don't got time to be on the phone with you all day. But a lot of women take offense, and I've heard them say they broken up with people like, he don't even want to talk. It's like, but you trying to talk on the phone for 2 hours, FaceTiming and all this.
Yeah. And are they talking about anything worth talking about? So communication and talking a lot are two different things. Now, I'm a woman. Y'all, I can wake up talking, okay? Yes, I can. But look, when I want to do a lot of talking, I call my girls, my homegirls. We do that talking. Now, with the men that I do engage with, yes, they are intelligent men and all of that stuff. But yeah, they're cool with watching TV or whatever we're doing in our time together, and that we can do that. Like, so yeah, it's the talking a lot. Honestly, some women get on my nerves with all the dang on talking. I mean, especially if you ain't talking about nothing. Okay, I'm sorry. I had a flashback.
No.
About nothing, man. It's like yeah, Dad, tell you about the time. Yes, you told me about the time. It's like, and sometimes it's like within the getting to know you stage, and you already repeating stories. It's like you must not be that interesting anyway.
Y'all know what?
And I go ahead,
Just
Kim,
real quick.
But before you say that, Kenny,
Okay.
somebody want to know what's your sign? Oh, Sasha want to know what's your sign. She
Mary.
no, oh Lord, no.
His sign is Mary.
My sign don't matter. Hey, but let me say this though. In marriage, you have to be able to talk a lot. It don't matter if they repeating the story, if they can call you every day at 3:30 just to tell you some bullshit about their day. You have to be able to listen. So I'm telling y'all, look, I got to take off my hat. Y'all got me sweating over here because listen,
yeah, it's real.
I didn't take off my glasses. Hey, I ain't even cool no more. Look, you have to be able. You have to be able to communicate on every level because what you won't do, somebody else will, and you don't ever want your spouse, man or woman, who is a talker. You don't ever want them to find security in talking to somebody else about shit they didn't talk to you about.
So Kenny, I have a question. I got a question for you, and you're married, so I'm not. So I think that's a really great point. However, is it okay if as a woman, I'm cool with just talking to my girls about fibroids and stuff? You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
Fibroids, which is only a woman can have, right? Or just girl stuff, shopping, whatever. Like, I think it's okay if I don't necessarily want to talk to my husband about that all the time, especially if you're not engaging with me in it.
No, but see, that's the thing. In any healthy thing, you have to engage in that type of. I'm your best friend at that point. I am your girl. You are my guy.
Okay.
And I have to be comfortable enough with my spouse to talk about every element that is uncomfortable.
We talking about cheating too, and if I want to sleep with somebody else,
you have to, because you can't leave. What I'm saying is, you cannot leave them. Even the hard conversations.
I'm just saying, sometimes we'll go to our girls, or a guy will go to one of the guys and be like, "I'm tempted." It don't mean they're gonna cheat, but they might be like, "Man, I'm tempted." I don't know if I'm I'm not married yet, but I don't know if I'm comfortable with my husband talking to me in a best friend type of situation if it's something like that. Or, girl, I don't know how to tell my husband his balls be stinking.
Oh,
but
like,
see,
I'm just saying.
So no.
I'm just asking. I'm asking because I think this should be addressed. This should be addressed. So that's good. Yeah.
That's dope. That's dope. But what happens when you become one? Here's the thing. It's okay. Those harsh conversations, you have to it has to be your first language. You have to be the first person. You got to be the first person to tell your husband, "Hey, babe, you need to go take a shower." Now, now in that case, it is also
how you say it. Got you.
But you gotta say it because you can't let nobody else talk to your husband or wife in a manner.
I'm sorry. Sasha said, she said, "I don't want you because I'm married too, bro."
I don't
your
know, Sasha,
sign?
so I just got to put it out there because it is what it is.
No, she asking because of the sound advice you're giving tonight, and it's very intriguing. No, some women not just women, men too, but men really don't zodiac sign. They want to know some other things about you, but a lot of women are big on that because they're curious about the compatibility, and just different.
Yeah, that don't mean shit, bro. See,
it don't matter to men, but I'm telling you, it matters to women.
Yeah, the woman I'm with, I needed a Sagittarius in my life. That's the one.
So it did matter. It did matter to you.
I just found out that that's the one that worked for me because Virgos went in. I tell you that.
Hey Trey, what zodiac sign work for you, or don't work? It's like when a girl tell you I'm a whatever, you like, oh no.
I know the Pisces don't work out for me. That's the one that didn't work out for me well. But everybody's different, so it's like, because some people that could be your same sign but born a day before or after you, and they could be completely different from who you are. So
I I do well with Virgos and Scorpios. I do not do well with Cancers.
Mm.
And I've dated multiple, and I'm in my 40s, so I've had some dating experiences. Yeah. I do very well with Virgos and Scorpios.
Let me ask y'all why I told y'all that. Because a lot of times in relationships, people say, oh, you know, he did this or she did this. Or I've heard this. This is the one thing I really just don't like, but I hear it all the time. That's a man for you. When somebody hear like a man did something, that's what they do. All men are in that category at that point. That's what they do.
Not just pretend they dated.
A lot of times we play the blame game, and we got to move into this.
It's comparables, bro. That's everybody has. If you have any type of breath in your body, you can compare or you can relate at some point or another. Whether it's through struggle, trauma, whether it's through the highs, whatever. Everybody have relatables, but that don't mean that we are related. You know what I'm saying?
So what you talk, Jeremiah? You said about the blame game.
The blame game, like the blame game. Why? So I need people to understand that men and women, really, if you want to put it on the surface, y'all both do the same thing. Y'all just do it differently. We got a woman on here. Kim, do women not cheat?
You know what? I'm gonna say this. When y'all were talking earlier about the cheating thing, or I'm sorry, not the cheating, but when y'all were talking earlier about men will lie to you and they know they'll never be with you.
Okay.
We do the same thing.
Yes.
We do the same exact thing. It can be. I'm just gonna keep it honest. And Lord, I know it's a big audience here. There are some men, they are only for belly slapping. Okay, that's it. And I'm like, yeah.
And if you never been belly slapped, you're losing.
You're losing, baby. So you know what I mean. And when I say that, it's because I assess myself a lot, so I'm able to assess others pretty well. So look. I'm already knowing, okay, I can't take him to the corporate stuff. I can't take him when I go speak somewhere.
This is a woman talking.
He doesn't dress well. I'm gonna have to do too much fixing. He doesn't articulate well. But baby, hey, sometimes, and when I say the belly slapping part, sometimes for us, we just need the affectionate guy. That's like, man, he gonna hold me. We gonna have a good time. Baby, that D is what it needs to be. But we know in our heads, oh, this is where it's gonna go. Sometimes he's a wine and diner. He spends a lot of money on me, but I would never marry him. So what I'm saying is, women do the same thing. We just do it, as you said, differently. And here's the thing with women: we are the best cheaters because we never change our cadence. We keep the same rhythm all the time. Whereas men, I'm talking about generally.
Woo, look at Kenny face. Look at Kenny face.
Not all men. Not all men. But 99.9%. When you all cheat or doing something you're not supposed to be doing, the cadence change. And that's why it's not that it's not that women are so much smarter. It's just that you all tell on yourselves. Whereas with a woman, honey, if I always fix dinner for you,
you should see these women on YouTube.
Oh, yes, honey. That will do that. And honey, texting, babe, listen, he's leaving at 9. Okay, I'll see you at 10. But you'll never know it because we still rub your feet. We still gonna run that bath water, and we're gonna treat you like the king.
Now I'm gonna be 100. I'm just saying. I'm gonna know because I just have discernment. I don't care about your cadence. God gonna show me one way or the other. And what I've decided to do in my mind is, and I'm just at this point, and I'm just putting it out there. I'm at the age where the person I'm with, you know what? If you decide to cheat, I don't care. You know why? I'm not even gonna look for you. I'm not gonna look in your phones. I'm not finna look in your phone. I'm not about to be looking in your computer. I'm at the age like, hey, it's gonna come to the light. It's something you gonna have to deal with.
Yeah, no, I'm going through your phone.
I knew he was
Kenny
gonna say
said,
that.
F that.
Because the way Kenny was looking while you was talking, like cadence. Let me
Yeah.
run upstairs real quick.
No.
Make sure.
But
let me
I'm
see what this
saying-
cadence look like real quick.
No, let me tell you something.
The ladies know. The ladies know.
I'm being
But I feel-
honest, and I understand what she's saying. Women don't, but here's the thing: men want to act like they don't got intuition either. Men have
Oh,
intuition.
men do.
We know when shit changes. We know when you rushing. So I am going through your phone because listen, let me tell you one thing that I gotta protect: my time invested. This ain't got nothing to do with money. This ain't got nothing to do with nothing. This has everything to do with my time invested. And if I'm wasting my time, I'd rather you tell me that because I could tell you something. Let me explain something to you. I will out cheat you. I will. You might
Me
be a
too.
better cheater, but I guarantee you, the one that you cheated on me with will not compare to the 50 that I cheated on you with. Please, can I get an amen, Trey?
So,
Huh?
Cause Trey, understand, and I like what you said, Kenny. Cause Trey, understand and tell these people, Trey, you're not gonna cheat with this.
No. Hey,
Like-
whole time.
When he said you
I'm not gonna cheat with the next picture neither. See-
you know, whoa, what?
No, I'm not.
Okay, he's saying that as a married man.
Here, no,
This
I'm
is
saying
not a
this- I'm
this is
saying
not a
this as
single
man.
man.
I'm saying this as a man in general. I'm saying this as a man in general. What I'm saying to you is this: you might have that one. I got 50.
Okay,
You might have that one.
so you going on tour?
You damn right, my cadence is gonna change because I'm juggling now. I mean,
Okay.
He didn't sped up. He didn't went on a world
Yeah.
tour.
Facts.
You
Right.
cheat on me, you listen. I'm not gonna be with the witchcraft widow.
no.
Matter of fact, I ain't even gonna be with baby BBL. But I'ma do me.
And watching.
I'm asleep with your. I'm
Right?
asleep with your mama, so it hurt.
Okay, now wait a minute now. Yeah, because if you that cold, Kenny, well, you
I'm
come
that
back and be
cold.
like,
Hey,
and where
I'm
you be
that-
like, where you had to come home and you be like, where you been? My mama house, your mama house.
Your mama.
I've been with
Your
mother-in-law.
mama house. Yeah. You know,
mother-in-law
yeah.
was chilling. She cooked for me.
You know that banana pudding you make? I know where you got it from.
We got the rest
Pre-marriage.
have to go to the original.
I preferenced it for you. I preference it for you. All marriage. I preference it for you because
But you know what? I just got to say this too. Now, let me be clear. As a woman, we know who we can pull that stuff with and who we can't. That's
Mhm.
another thing. Because if you're smart, you know the type of man you're dealing with. If you're dealing with a certain type of man, you know he gonna have people looking for you, watching where you're going. If it's a certain type of man, wink, wink. I don't know if y'all know what
Is
I'm
that too
trying
much?
to say, but
What you mean by that? Yeah, because is that too much? I mean, because I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna be 100 with you. I'm so
Yeah.
busy in my life right now. I really
You don't have that
don't
type
have
of time.
time to
you don't have
be
that time.
no investigator. Like
Well,
I open up enough for you to like, hey, look, tell me if you want something else because I actually want you to go out there and do that and let me know how it was. That's the type of dude I am because
I'll say this
because I'm confident in what I do. I'm not saying I'm the best, but I'm saying I'm in the top 5. Hello.
I'm gonna say this: it's a certain caliber of man who is super busy but got a whole lot of money. They'll be to put a private eye on you. That's what I'm talking about. Not him looking, but he'll have some people like, hey, she kind of switching up a little bit. She kind of switching up. Like Kenny was saying, men know. That's what I just said earlier. Men are not stupid, right? Especially if they've been sleeping with a woman. Y'all look, when y'all, that's an energy exchange for real. Y'all darn near become one, and you don't have to be married to become one with a person. So that man, he's gonna know that stroke is gonna feel different.
Whoa. Wait a minute.
Okay.
When you say the stroke gonna feel different, because I need to bring me my pen. Thank you.
No, I'm quiet.
No, I need to know about the stroke because you now you didn't intrigue me now. Because now
I'm gonna tell you this.
I may not, Kim. Let me tell. I might not hire a PI. I might not be going through your phone, but
that belly slapping time.
I'm gonna be paying attention to these strokes though.
Well, think about this.
Because if I'm like, whoa, that's a new stroke.
Well, listen. Kenny face, like Kenny,
This-
why's your face looking?
This girl
But
been
look,
out.
okay, so
This
this
girl
the thing.
been out west. That's a west side stroke.
Listen, I'm
we,
just saying.
we live out
okay,
south.
do y'all remember the movie by Tyler Perry? He was basically in the example, like sex was like always like boring. Him and his wife, they always had boring sex.
Oh, why
He
did I
ended
get
up
married?
sleep.
Mhm.
No, but it was another
Oh, it's
situation. No, this is when he like
Oh,
he
Tyler Perry
started
movie,
it.
basically the
Oh,
same.
movie. And he ended up being with another woman.
You talking about
And when-
Medea or Tyler?
Y'all got
Tyler.
the
I'm
same
talking about Tyler Perry. But
All
look, so anyway, here's the point. So the sex was born with him and his wife. He ended up
Okay.
getting interested in another woman and sleeping with her. So when he started sleeping with his wife,
Trying new moves.
my earphones went out. Okay. When
Is
he
that
started,
good? Is that good deeds?
yes,
Okay, okay.
that's what I'm talking about. And look,
I never watched.
when he started having sex with his wife again
That's how I knew.
after the
Mhm.
and she like, oh, you not because he's thinking about that other woman. So sometimes that's it.
So those of you at home, I know the kids are asleep, so I'm gonna say it like this. So,
Sasha.
so for those,
Listen, this
so,
what we do
no,
up here.
no, Sasha, we got to know, because if I think I'm giving you the dick and then you come home and you didn't got the dick,
And this ain't all cases, y'all. This ain't all cases.
your cadence didn't changed
But see, women cadence don't change. They conversation change.
in the bedroom, in the bedroom.
No.
It can change in the bedroom too. I know this for sure. But yes,
women,
he said that
women
conversation.
cadences don't change. They conversation change. And that's when you know a woman is cheating. In my experience.
Not all, but
In my experience.
not a good
my
woman. That know what she's saying.
In my experience, when I started having to go through the phones is when different topics started coming up. Why you don't, or why ain't you? And then so now I want to know what you're looking for and where you searching when you're not bringing it to my, if you bringing it to my attention all of a sudden. We just had a good time yesterday. We've been having a good time out of nowhere. And every time that has happened, when I've done my research,
Okay.
I found out, oh, she got Chucky over here. Chucky, you that, you know. And so in my experience, every time I've done my research, going through your phone or whatever, blah, 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 it's because now you got somebody else in your ear giving you something different. So now you got something to look at. Their conversation changed. Their cadence won't. They'll still cook. They'll still rub your feet and suck you down. But when they start inquiring about certain things, that's when my spidey senses go up. That's when I start asking questions.
Things like what? I need to,
because sometimes the influence of your homegirls can do that too.
Okay.
So that can be tricky.
Whoa, wait a minute, Kim.
That's why I said in my experience too.
That is
I
a
get
big
it.
thing.
No, it's great. It makes sense what you're saying, but I just want people to know too. Sometimes that's your homegirls in your ear. My man does this. My man does that. Why your man don't do? And then she get to wait. Why you don't? You know.
Now that's another thing I'm careful about too.
Yeah.
I am very careful about who my wife hang out with.
Okay.
I don't control. It's not a controlling thing, but this is me. I am the thermostat of my household, so I have to make sure that.
So Kenny, how do you tell your wife? Listen, your girl Karen, I ain't feeling her. Y'all probably should hang out less. How do I mean, that's how I would say it, but how would you? I mean,
well, here's the thing.
How would you relay that to her?
In my household, I am also the influence. I'm the head of my household.
That's
so
right.
If something don't sit right with me, I communicate that with my wife. But I didn't like that. I didn't like this transaction between me and so and so. And if me and my wife is in sync, then my wife gonna know exactly what I'm talking about, and she's gonna either reason with me, tell me I was wrong, or she gonna be like, I noticed that too. And so you have to be careful. You gotta be careful who your wives, who your husband hang around, because if your husband hang around Johnny who a hoe, your husband 9 times out of 10 gonna have to be a wingman. Husbands, if your wife hanging around Karen who a slut or a whore, then you're gonna have to because you gotta protect home front first. Everything else is secondary. Friendships in this particular situation, in my situation, my first friend is my wife.
Okay.
Everybody else is secondary. My first concern is my wife. Everything else is secondary. So my wife not putting precedence on what her friends talking about over what's going on. That don't mean she don't talk to her friends. That don't mean that her and her friends don't have conversations. But there's a level of understanding that we got to protect what goes on in our household first. Outside influences, because they don't know what you deal with at home. They don't know your balls stank for real unless you're telling your friends that. And if my friends come back, your friends come back talking about, well, Kenny, I heard your balls stank. Now you got a breach of what's going on.
Check your wife.
Let me ask y'all this.
Good.
Because we gotta dive into this before we get off of here. Because we're talking about what qualifies people to be in a relationship. Are you marriage material? Things that go on in relationships. We have talked about our worth tonight. Can you take advice from somebody in a failed relationship? What men don't want, what women don't want, what men do want, what women do want. I gotta bring up this conversation because we're talking about marriage material. Are you marriage material? Women, this question came from one of our followers. Women with outside children have less of a chance to marry who they prefer, yes or no? Now, I'm going to ask that again, and we're talking about preference tonight because in most women's eyes, they think men don't prefer a woman like this. This is, again, Derek Jackson's now ex-wife. I call her the worshiping witchcraft widow. You'll know why when you go on YouTube tonight and look at her videos. www, the worshiping witchcraft widow. And then because if I'm with a woman and she walk past, a woman ain't gonna look at me to see if I'm looking at her. But if I'm in a woman and she walk past, she gonna be looking at me until this girl 5 blocks away. And then if I just so happen to do this, she goes, you still looking for her? She been gone.
Hey, you forgot one though, Jeremiah. Or if you were a woman and she walked past and y'all both be like, damn, she got a big ass.
Now listen, you marry that woman. You marry that woman.
I did.
He said, I did.
Hey, look.
Those
That's
are Trey type of women.
That shit nice.
Y'all actually, Kenny, you telling me your wife, you look at her be like, that's not a BBL, that's natural. She be like, I know.
Yes. Hey, we was in Miami on the beach. And
oh my God. Now, ladies and gentlemen, he in Miami with his wife. I can truly say I haven't done that one. I ain't took no woman to Miami with me. Ever.
We go, so we've been there a couple times, right? And people watching. And that's fake. That's real. That's fake. That's real. The reality of this is you don't want to be fake. It's your natural response as a man when a woman walk past. This ain't you wanting her, desiring her, lusting or anything. It's your natural response as a black straight man who
a lot of women don't understand that. They will say you disrespectful. They will break up with you for that. They will complain to their girls. They will be
insecurity.
I
ain't talking about getting up chasing this woman down.
Right.
I ain't talking about scrolling trying to find her on Instagram. I'm talking about if she walked past.
So a woman complaining about you watching another woman or looking at another woman or just glancing at another woman is an insecurity. You think so, Coach Kim?
Yeah, I mean I was gonna say that when you just said how.
And I'm surprised you said as a woman because I don't hear too many women.
I think so. That's my opinion. Because again, me, I'm the woman that's like, damn, look at her ass. Okay, girl, I'm that woman. Do I want?
Wait, where are these women at? Where are these women at?
But let me just say this: I'm not a lesbian. Okay,
no.
I'm a heterosexual woman. However, when you see a nice ass, some nice boobs, you like, oh, she's okay, girl. And yeah, I know my man. Now I'm gonna have an issue if my man is like, oh my God, and it's a way to do this stuff. Like you look okay, but if you turn and you about to do the exorcist with your head trying to see her. Well, now we got an issue because that's a disrespect thing.
Right.
Just like when I love Miami. I love Miami, and I walk around in Miami with my bikini on. That's what I do. I love it there, right?
Hello.
I see men, baby. I'm like, come on, six pack.
Somebody said, look at the menu, but no ordering.
I mean, yeah, it's just like it's a glance. But to me, if it's like he can't glance, he's not blind. Just like we aren't.
Trey, you had that experience?
I'm sorry.
No, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, you about to say something important. It's no what? I got to hear that part.
I don't even remember what I was going to say.
You say if you said if a man glands, it's no. Is it no problem?
Well, it's just not an issue. It's not that he's trying to cheat on you or disrespect you. It's just natural in my viewpoint.
Because here's let me help somebody that's married real quick, and then Trey, I want you to jump in. I've heard couples say, "This man I'm married to is sick. He want me to go to the strip club with him. Like, why would I want to watch him look at another woman?" And then the man be like, "But it's for you too, babe."
But I don't want to go to the strip club.
I'm all the woman you need to look at.
I will dance for him.
Yo,
I'll do that. But me personally, I don't prefer
Wait a minute.
to go look at
Let
women.
me call a timeout. If Kenny tells me that his wife go to the strip club, Trey, I need a horn. I need a horn.
We went to the strip club and we spent $20,000 in the strip club. I'm finna send you the picture.
Send me the picture. I can put it up. I can.
If you want to, I don't care.
Okay,
it's out there. Okay,
send me the picture. If it's already out there, then I ain't got to worry about the licensing. Give Kenny some horns because he said we went to the strip club and spent 20 grand.
Yeah.
This is some Offset and Cardi B relationship stuff.
No. Ain't no cheating though.
Oh, are they cheating? I didn't know they were cheating. Don't put that out there. Not on my show. Cardi.
Yeah, Offset.
I left him before because he cheated.
I mean, that was in the past. Listen,
I
don't bring up past.
Okay, we ain't gonna talk about the past.
Indiscretions. What are you doing now? See, John Gray is on somebody plane right now, getting some head, and not from his wife. And I can say that, and I don't care who has a problem with it because John Gray was sick in the hospital on his deathbed, and that nigga got out the hospital and got up with his side piece.
Oh Jesus!
Like, nigga, to death do us part is for your wife, not the other chick. He telling her, baby, I almost got up out of here. Come on, John Gray.
Well, you know,
Offset, I'm gonna give a pass to because I feel like that he shut a lot of stuff down now. He has grown into somebody who understands that Cardi means the world to him. And I'm serious. I'm seeing this is what I watch from afar and up close. And he really loves that girl. And I don't think he don't want to lose her and take the risk anymore. He was young. He was inexperienced. I think he has changed as a person. That is somebody I can give a 100% backing to. And it's a shame that I'm telling you a rapper has more self-control than a damn pastor. And I would just leave it at that, John Gray.
Well, I gotta say this. His wife was on a show recently on YouTube, and she said he only emotionally cheated, and that if he had slept with the woman or women, he would, she would be done. I'm just saying what she said.
Nobody emotionally cheats on Joel Osteen's private plane in Cabo.
Particularly men.
Girl, we don't need nothing emotional in Cabo, Mexico.
It ain't nothing to talk about.
Oh, she another Derek Jackson wife. If she another, she had to be another one. She got to be another one because baby, bye.
I don't know. She dresses nice. She does dress cute.
This man took the church private plane. He didn't fly United. He took the church private plane. Like he told Joel Osteen, I got an assignment. I got an assignment. Oh, where's your assignment, son? Cabo, Mexico. And I'm taking an armor bearer, and her name is Jaleesa. Hello?
Y'all know what? And I've seen this happen. So, Kenny, all I'm gonna say is Kenny. And we Kenny, we have seen this stuff. And that's what I'm putting you in it. Yes, the armor bearer got to just the woman that got to go, baby. We done seen this with pastors. So many, and I know y'all
is this
have
a real
too.
thing? Men pastors really have women
And I
armor
love
bearers.
pastors.
They really have women armor bearers. Now I call her armor bearer because she had the right to bear arms and other things. And but the man was caught on the phone. He told her he was gonna buy him some brisket, and he was complaining about his wife buying pizza or making pizza every night, and talking about he's gonna feed this woman some brisket and bring that 2-piece he liked. He wanted a 2-piece and a brisket. Y'all heard this?
A 2-piece and a brisket.
Listen, all that woman is trying to do is keep watch of the rod and the staff. Okay.
I'm just saying. For me to vouch for a rapper in a group that is known
title don't matter. Title doesn't have any. Title has nothing to do with integrity.
Now, Kenny, I'm watching this video and I am.
Wait, now hold on. I don't think you should post. I don't think you should.
I can't show this video, but he is in the strip club. Let me tell you, and
that's not my hand.
Okay. I'm gonna keep this video for our inventory records, but I'm not gonna play it. This will be in the inventory. I'll watch it when we get off here again.
I just want you to pay attention to the hand. That's not my hand throwing the money.
Okay. He went to the strip club with his wife and spent 20 G's. Trey, you ever been with a girl you think you can do this? You can this will happen?
Yeah, I went to the strip club a few times with my girl. It was her idea. I mean,
it was her idea.
Where I'm in the wrong neighborhood. I'm in the wrong neighborhood. It's her idea.
Yeah.
How was it there? What happened?
It's cool. I mean, you don't go there and act a fool. I mean, you just be cool and just enjoy the atmosphere, you know.
He said enjoy the atmosphere.
And the food is good.
Trey, it's not church. You just don't go to enjoy
That's
the
atmosphere. That's what it sounded
like. You don't go to just enjoy the atmosphere. Hey, I walked in the strip club and the spirit was there.
But let me say this.
Spirit might have been liquor, but
you want to always be in a situation where you enjoy being you around your spouse. I don't want to be nobody different.
That's where I'm getting to.
And if my wife want to go to the strip club and we go to the strip club and she like, I ain't never been to the strip club. I'm like, yo, let's go here. And we go there and we have a good time. And it ain't nothing. For me, I wasn't intimidated. I wasn't lusting after these other women. I actually was laughing. I thought it was funny. We was drinking. We had a good time, and it was something fun to do.
Because you have to experience good times and bad times with somebody that you are in a relationship with. You cannot just count out everything and say, "I never been and never want to go." People, those are, to me, those are small-minded people. I ain't never done it, and I'm not finna start doing it. It's oh my God. No. It's an experience. I want to be with somebody who wants to experience everything I want to experience. And if you want to experience some things, I want to experience it with you. Whether I like it, I love it, or I hate it. The fact that we experienced it together, it helps the relationship.
And there was other women in there who was regular schmegglers making it rain. Women like going to the strip club.
Oh, I know. I mean, not that I mean, I ain't been.
He said, "Oh, I know."
Nah, I ain't been. You know, I ain't been recently. You know what? During the pandemic, I went to a virtual strip club. This thing was off the chain. Yeah, y'all didn't know the strip club was on Zoom.
Okay.
I was throwing all the money, and the great part about it is it never left the house. It was like you throwing it at the screen. Y'all didn't know the strip clubs. They were going Zoom. Now they were asking for Cash App. I said, no, I'm going to throw money. I'm not Cash App anything. But Kenny says something so important because a lot of people who think that they are ready for a relationship, they are so small-minded.
This is a good question that Donald asks. Look at Donald's question. Kenny, you taking her to a male strip club?
No, that's not my thing.
Wait. Sir, who said this, first of all? Who said, let me find this comment. That's Buster. You better not be in no male strip club.
Hey, that's not my thing.
Somebody, I'm here for my wife. No.
Quite honestly, women enjoy going to women's strip clubs more than they do. Women don't really like, I'll say this. in the time that I had my singleness, when I was sending pictures and stuff, women didn't want to see dick pics and they didn't like it.
No, especially if we don't ask for it. Can we talk about that?
Wait a minute.
I'm sorry.
Wait a minute. Let me ask you a question. No. Because
that's a good thing he said.
I want you to keep that comment right there. Because we've been on women all night. Let's talk. Listen, if a man sends you a dick pic, is he not marriage material that you didn't ask for?
I'm not going to say.
Is he small-minded to you? No pun intended. Is he small-minded?
I hope not. You really gonna get the reject if you're small-minded. What I'm saying is, again, there goes. Remember, I was talking earlier about sometimes women give a man what we think they want. Sometimes men do that with us women, and they think we just automatically want the pick, and we don't. Because to us, it's a bit insulting, especially. I'm talking about if it's a situation we're not in a relationship, we ain't talked on that level at all. And you just like, I remember I was on the phone one time with this guy a few years ago, and we was getting off the phone, and he was like, "Oh, before we go, I'm gonna send you something." And I'm like, "Okay." He sends me a picture, and I was just quiet. And then he was like, "Did you get my picture?" I said, "Yeah, I didn't ask for it though." And he was like, and look, y'all, it was like some porn level big thick. It was, it was amazing. But I was like, really? Can I ask you? You look cocky.
Let me ask you. Let me ask you this, because this is another question coming from our one that was emailed to us. Can you marry someone lacking sexually?
I can't.
I asked them to what do they mean by that? The lady said small penis.
I can't do it.
And I've heard some people say it's not the size of the, what is it?
Because it ain't the size of the boat, it's the ocean of the ocean.
It's not the cruise you on, it's the itineraries on the trip. Okay.
Well, I have not had a good time with small packages, me personally. Okay. However, I do know some.
I gotta ask you this because I'm really thankful for you, Kim. I really am, because you're being open and honest tonight. And so let me ask you this. When you saw the small package, how did you go through with it, or was it like, okay, we can stop right here? Like, what was your reaction?
I've only gotten small packages in person, so I've never gotten a picture of a small package. It was after this dating thing, and then we. And it's like,
I really like him. We compatible.
And everything is cool.
He's a small wonder.
That bed tie come, and it's a small wonder. And it's just, it's freaking heartbreaking for me. I'm just saying, especially because I ain't having, thank the Lord. God has favored me. Oh, God has favored me. Yes, God has.
Oh, wow.
God has given me good packages. But the one or two that got to me that was to the wrong mailing address, them.
Yeah.
Look, that they didn't know they didn't have no motion in their ocean.
You told them love don't live here anymore.
No. Wrong address. Return to sender. But however, that's just my experience. But however, I have had some women that's told me, baby, some of them smaller guys, they know what they're doing. Now, and let me say this. I've had some big packages that didn't know what they were doing. Again, not many. Hallelujah. Not many. But I've had some big packages that don't know what they're doing either. So you still got to know what you're doing, whatever the size. But no, I'm not going to do good with.
You said, and for men, can we marry somebody who is lacking sexually? Like the cooch is trash. Like you can't. You're boring in the bedroom. I'll just put it like that. You're boring. Your mouth don't do nothing. Your hips don't do nothing. It feel like I'm in the Pacific Ocean when I'm down there. Girl, what happened to your walls? This ain't supposed to feel like I want you to be wet, but not a waterfall. I'm drowning.
I think personally, I can speak for me. You have to be intentional when it comes to marriage and sex. Like, you have to know what you want. They have to fulfill your desires, or are you going to set yourself up for failure? You're going to set yourself up to where you're going to be in a position to where you may go find what you're looking for if it's not there. And I think that both men and women have to be compatible sexually and having to be understanding. And you know, I'm tired, even though we get to a point to where we understand, you know.
Okay.
Ain't no 90% of the time I'm tired or I don't feel like it, the kid's stressing me out. You gotta go home, and she has to be a daredevil. For me, she gotta be a daredevil. She gotta
now I'm tired is much different from you know, it's trash. It's not good. No, I'm tired because sometimes if a female is tired, you be like, okay. When you know it's good, you're like, all right, well, get your rest because I'm gonna be ready. I'm still gonna be ready. Hey, because when the morning comes,
it can't be a consistent. I'm tired though.
Yeah, I'm gonna give y'all a secret because I got nicknames for private parts, and I call man Joy because we come in the morning. Hello.
Hey, listen.
So you're right, Kim. When the morning comes,
I honestly don't care when you come. I know for men, we are horny when we're horny, and it don't matter. The morning sometimes, because sometimes that's a sign of rejection, neglect, and when men are horny, they gonna figure it out. I'm speaking as a man. Say
that again, Kenny. Say that one more time. When a man is horny, he gonna what?
Figure it out. I lived ED past tense with a woman. Thought it was gonna be something that it wasn't, and we wasn't compatible. And so when she didn't want to have sex with me, what did I do? Stayed out later, got what I needed, went home. You don't want to have sex? We talking about 2-3 weeks, 3-4 a month at a time. Oh, okay. You don't want to have sex.
What? That's just unhealthy.
Listen, it was unhealthy. That's why it didn't work.
I know, right? Now I'm saying her like that's not cool that she did that. But basically, I feel like she was telling you to go cheat. Dang on there.
No, she didn't have to tell me nothing.
Can y'all say that again? Because it's a lot of women who think they marriage material.
Yeah.
That would not agree with y'all. And they would say
that's fine, but they don't know what
this is how they'll reply to that. Well, it's not all about sex. Nobody said it was all about sex, but baby, listen, sex needs to be a very important part to keeping a man.
Top 3.
Yeah.
Sex is the goat of the relationship.
Yeah.
It is the goat.
Yeah.
Let's keep it real. And so for you women, what you say, Kenny, 3 times every couple of weeks?
No. I said
top 3.
Top 3. Sex got to be top 3.
No. Before that, you said how many times?
No. It was weeks. It wasn't no 3 times a week. It was weeks, 6, 7 weeks.
Weeks in between.
Yeah.
And
that's the first. That's the quickest way to lose your husband. And
that's
I'm
the quickest way to lose your boyfriend, husband, any type of man that has that you have his attention when you're not fulfilling his sexual desire.
Well, I don't promote the boyfriend sexual thing because a lot of women and men, they really don't know what they want, and they just out here. And so I try to just tell people, like, listen, if you're not, because like I said earlier, I absolutely promote you should live with somebody before you marry them, meaning y'all engage. I don't mean it's your boyfriend and y'all trying to, no, because that's how people end up homeless, especially men. Stop moving in with these women and giving up your lease or wherever you at, and then calling your boy, you not coming to live with me, bro.
No.
And you're not even coming to spend the night.
Hey, but let me say,
most men don't do that though. Most men that I've encountered, they be like, no, babe, you're gonna come over here. That's what men
it's a lot of men out here that they doing something called pay to stay. Pay to stay. Play to stay. That's what it is. They giving you that pole you like to slide down on.
Hey,
and like I'm gonna put it on her so bad and I'm gonna have a place to live. You are a woman in some cases is a man Section 8.
Let me say that and not only is it a lot of men, it's a lot of women who it's a lot of women who want men to know you my security. Come stay. I mean it's
I can't be with a man I can talk to like that though. Me personally, I can't do it because then I'm not gonna respect them. But anyway, Neither here
No,
nor there.
But wait a minute. A man don't put it out there, so you probably won't even ever know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, men don't put that out there. It's just like it
Gotcha.
feels right, and you be like, you know what, babe, I need to be with you every day. You're not gonna say, nah, because a lot of women don't do their homework. They just be so happy.
Because I was gonna say they need to vet. We need to vet better, men and women.
Nah, women ain't checking credit. I'm just gonna be honest. All that stuff the church talking about, women ain't doing nothing of it.
They ain't checking STDs.
They ain't checking no credit reports. They ain't checking where you live last. They don't want to know if you make 3 times the rent.
And mental health.
Exactly.
That's a huge thing.
Mental health,
thing.
physical health. When you go get massages, are you Deshaun Watson? Huh? or are you an honorable man? Listen, women are not checking spaces. They just want men to sit on their faces. And I'm saying it like it is. That's why I told you earlier, it's hard to do these things.
Men sit on faces sometimes too.
Men sit on faces.
The
Kenny, you've been out of Chicago a while, but it's things have changed.
I'm not sitting. Hey, listen. I would tell you something. That shit don't work for me, dog. I am not sitting on your face. I'm afraid.
They made a song about it, Kenny. Smiling faces. Sometimes.
Never.
Sometimes.
Never.
Trey, you sat on a face?
I know.
Okay, well, you know, Trey was on a weight loss, for those that don't know, and our viewers are checking in. When Trey weighed the scale, was it 485?
It was 485 when I started.
But he's been working out almost. I see him in the gym. So the women who are after Trey, because there's some women on here saying, you know, I've had someone has said on my, if Trey, what's your weight now, Trey? From 485 to
458.
Already, y'all.
Congratulations, Trey. That's huge.
Trey, where's your horn? Give yourself a horn, my dude. What are you doing?
Congratulations. That's
like 30 pounds in I don't think it's been 30 days yet.
That ain't easy.
We started the week before Thanksgiving.
Yeah, right before Thanksgiving.
And I told him that was a mistake. I said, man, please eat go eat the dressing, man. Don't do this to yourself.
Sorry, I don't care what day it is. I just didn't feel that day. I didn't like what was going on. I didn't like the way I felt. I was like, man, this is getting out of hand. I got to make a change right now. And and I haven't even done like the cleanse yet. You know, I'm trying to see which cleanse I'm going to do and all of that stuff. So,
well, do it on the week you off. whatever you cleaning, Doc, do it when you off. Look, y'all, we got to wrap this up. We had a great show tonight.
Yes.
I would like to come back next Monday if we can. It'll be the day after Christmas, y'all. Christmas is following the Sunday. We got a few more subjects to dive into, and I want to get to these comments from our listeners. Somebody said women with outside children have a less chance to marry who they prefer. We're going to dive into that the next time we talk. We still want to talk about what kind of advice you are getting, and we're going to tap all the way in on what we ended with tonight. Y'all not checking, men and women, y'all not checking mental health, physical health. You know, y'all not checking, you know, on the resume, they ask you, what was your last 3 jobs or what school did you? We're not checking your last 3 relationships. We'll tell you about the last relationship, but we won't tell you about the last 3 because you might can figure out a pattern.
Yeah.
You might realize, okay.
Yep. Good.
You know, and so
I got a question to that. How do you check the last 3 relationships when most people aren't in relationships, they just in relations? You know what I'm saying?
But but look, let me say this, Kenny, and that's a great point because I've heard a lot of women, and I had to correct them. They think they in a relationship, and then when you talk to the man, they be like, "Man, I'm just smashing."
Yeah. Women too.
So women, y'all have to make sure that y'all actually together. Y'all like putting on your Facebook status that you in a relationship does not qualify you as being in a relationship.
I'm single until I get married. That's how I see it.
Hello.
Yeah.
And that doesn't mean I'm finna be messing with a bunch of different people. If I'm
Yeah,
Well, I can tell you right now from
Mhm.
everything about. Listen, when you said you was sliding down the